Hello everyone. Right, my friend Lindsay asked me to make a video about what I've learned to appreciate since the COVID-19 lockdown. This is an interesting question, and maybe it's something that you should all do. Write it down on a piece of paper maybe, or verbally say it to one of your friends. What you have learned to appreciate ever since the world has been kind of called into lockdown and we've all had to adjust our lives. Right, so what have I learned to appreciate? I suppose basically the power of habit. The Power of Habit is a book that was written by something doohickey. I'll put it in the comments below. The power of making very, very small changes to your life every single day in order to adjust your mental health, your anxiety levels, your depression. The small changes that you can make to your life add up. And this is basically a video that I wanted to make anyway, and it is something that I've learned to appreciate ever since the COVID-19 lockdown. Basically, every day try to accomplish something, and even if that something is something very small, even if that something isn't really much of anything. A lot of people have found themselves at a loose end as a result of the COVID-19 lockdown. They've had their routine adjusted as a result of the lockdown. By way of self-improvement is something that we should do every day anyway, regardless of measures that are out of our control. So, by way of what I've learned to appreciate, it is the power of small changes, very small changes. I have lost 8 pounds since the lockdown. I have a weight loss video which will be going up in the next couple of days, but the way in which I have lost the weight is to make very small changes every day. Very small changes might be as small as putting on your gym gear and intending to go out for a cycle, or doing a 1-minute mindfulness exercise or a 30-second mindfulness exercise. Small changes might be as small as, instead of having 3 cups of coffee in the morning, have 2 cups of coffee in the morning and 1 cup of tea. If it is your goal to reduce your anxiety, and if you're tuned into my channel, that probably is your goal. Although other small changes can be very, very small. A lot of people, especially at New Year's time, especially in around the 1st of January, think that it's all about a radical overhaul. It's all about, I'm going to go to the gym 5 times a week, and I'm going to go to do this 6 times a week, and I'm going to do that 7 times a week. And very, very often it isn't about that. The power of habit is about reinforcing the small changes over the course of at least 2 weeks, until the point where these small habits are just that, habits. They're routine. They are what you do every day. So whenever you want to go out for a new exercise routine, it isn't about running a marathon on your first day. It is about being as small as putting on your gym gear every day with the intention of going out for 2 minutes every day, and then building that up to 3 minutes every day. And that is what it is all about. The power of habit is what I have learned since this lockdown, and the importance of reducing anxiety. My habit that I have taken up since the lockdown is the habit of being less anxious, the habit of losing weight, and the habit of YouTubing, obviously. These are actually quite big habits, and at first I didn't take up the habit. At first I blogged and kind of got a feel as to would the sort of thing I want to say be of interest to people. Then I went on Instagram and I sort of saw, is the thing that I want to talk about, is it of interest? And I kind of saw that it was. I did that every day. My live stream with Lindsay, which I'm sure that you can see up here, has helped to inspire me to move forward with communicating what I want to say and communicating my passions with other people. At the minute, I don't have a massive audience, and that's okay, but I want to kind of move forward in connecting with other people and building a community around the things that I want to talk about. That doesn't necessarily mean that what I want to talk about all the time will be self-improvement, but that is certainly going to be a large part of it moving forward. And I think both Lindsay and I are both keen to move forward the live stream talking about movies and TV shows and that sort of stuff. So that will be a part of it too, but just not yet. Basically what I'm doing, it's a vlog, which is about my many interests, and I have many interests. I'm not just one thing. I am many things, and all human beings should be many things. Back to the power of habit, because that is kind of what this video is about. If you want to take up a new habit or get rid of an old bad habit, it is the power of small changes, and map out the small changes that you can make every day in order to get rid of the habit. It takes 2 weeks to either develop or break a habit. So as I am an advocate of positivity, I would rather encourage you to kind of take up positive habits than to try and get rid of negative habits, but they both kind of work in unison. The negative habit, which will be next on my kind of to-do list, is to get rid of nicotine replacement. I'm sure that I'll make videos about that in the future, but for now I've said everything that I want to say about the COVID-19 lockdown and what I've learned and the power of habit. Let me know what you've learned as a consequence of having essentially your freedom taken away over the last 3 months, what you've learned to appreciate, the little things in your routine that you've learned to appreciate over the last 3 months that you will be more thankful for as we move forward. And so thanks very much for watching. As always, please like, comment and subscribe in the comments section below, and let me know all of those things, and together we can build a community around our collective self-improvement. Thank you very much.